Today, the bank's future looks very strong, but at all times it wasn't so wonderful. And at one point during the crisis, the bank needed some more money, and you had to go call a man named Warren Buffett. Was that easy to make that call? And did he say anything you want, any terms you want is fine, or how did that work?
No, Warren called us.
Oh, he did.
So
okay.
he called, and this story I've heard from Warren, but as far as I know, he called and he got into the call centers and asked to speak to me. And of course, they don't transfer everybody that calls the call centers to the CEO's line.
So how did he get a hold of you?
And so he found one of our investment bankers. They worked with the CFO at Berkshire, and they called and I talked to him. And he basically said, Brian, I'd want to make an investment in your company. And I said to him, we don't need the capital. And he said, I know, that's why I'm calling. You need stability, you need an imprimatur, and the capital will do you good. And that was in 2011 when the world was kind of interesting because, remember, the government was almost going to default. You had real uncertainty about the litigation risk around the industry, mortgage industry, and he put the money in. And from that day forward, the company, my teammates went back to work the next day saying the smartest investor in the world, put $5 billion overnight in this company. He literally called me. I talked to him first time in my life on a Monday at 11, and we had the agreement signed on Tuesday by 8 or 9 a.m., and we had the money by Thursday. And so he does that, and so we took. Now the interesting thing is, if you're a common shareholder and bought that day, you would have fared as well as he did. It's just you had to have the courage, and he had $5 billion at a time when other people didn't have it.
So he bought stock at a time when the stock was less than half of where it is now, I assume.
Yeah, it was. His conversion price was $7.14. That was like 15–20% up.
Okay, so if I had some extra money today and I wanted to buy stock in the bank, should I buy your bank stock and Bank of America? Would I do well?
You would do well. You would do well. I mean, we have the best franchise across all the businesses and financial services in the largest economy in the world, the United States, and around the world. We have one of the top 2 or 3 franchises dealing with the companies, the global companies. So what more do you want to invest in?